Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Mr. and Lady, thank you all for tuning into Kinetic Aesthetic. I am your host, Jerem, and it's time for the weekly wrap-up. That is right, it is time for us to look at some of the biggest weekly stories and give you my personal opinion on them and why they're important and you should care about it. This week, there's going to be a lot of college news, a lot of stuff to talk about from the best 4 years of your life, because there's been a lot of interesting and just crazy things to just talk about. Other than that, it has been one of those just news stories, one of those news weeks where we just have to be reminded of where we're at in our society and how important it is to not only keep your head on the swivel, but also just remember to tell everybody that you love them and that just know that every day is not promised. But without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get right into it. I'm going to start to tell y'all all about them after a quick word from our friends. So go ahead and get comfortable. Make sure you prop your feet up, get yourself some snacks, get yourself some drinks, because for the next couple minutes, I'm going to put some kinetic all up in your aesthetic. So any long-term listeners of the channel are going to know about me that one thing that I hold dear that I just find to be very important is family. It's crucial. It is one thing that you have to choose, but you've got to cherish. And so it brings me great joy to tell you all about a family business that is run by none other than my big brother and my role model. It is a business that was decided to run in honor of our late mother, my mom, Rachel. She had a banger recipe for some caramel cakes and caramel desserts, and he's taken that recipe, and ever since she passed, he has just taken her dreams, her legacy, and all of it. He's just put them into these cakes, into these brownies. I'm showing you all of them right here. They're delicious. They're amazing. If you're in the Pacific Northwest, you are well within reaching distance to me. So I'm telling everybody to just go to this website that I got up here on the screen right now. I want you to go over there. I want you to go and make the best decision of your day for yourself. But other than that, I just want to just make sure I share this business and just share it with y'all, because it's special to me. It's important, and I'm not trying to avoid if you're somebody that loves me or has support for me. But if you want to have some good shit, just trust me, he's going to ship it to you even if you're far away. You are well within your right to treat yourself to some good caramel desserts. So once again, website is on the screen. Mama Rose Caramel. It is a family business run by my brother, and it is something that it is a lot of love, passion, and hard work goes into this. So trust me, if you want to have something good in your life, go and check out Mama Rose Caramel. Alrighty, so to start things off, I wanted to take a little bit of time by talking about Diego Pavia. For those of you who are unfamiliar with him, he is a college football quarterback who plays at Vanderbilt. He is pretty much one of the best players that is in the nation right now. He was a Heisman finalist. He, of course, didn't win it, lost it out to the guy that came out of Indiana. But he's been playing some great football this year, and he's one of the more notable names. He's got a lot of charisma, a lot of personality. And if you've been following college football, you've taken note of him. But he has recently just found himself in a lot of controversy and some bullshit, because he's just been like running a fast track on how to plummet your draft stock, how to ruin your own reputation, and how to just make yourself look very, very bad. So to start things off, like I said, he's already known, has a bit of a reputation for pretty much just having one of those outspoken personalities, bold kid, just not afraid to say what's on his mind or how he feels. And it's a gift and it's a curse, because as much as it's a gift, as much as that is undoubtedly what has helped propel him to this point that he's at, to have even that draft status really being like in conversation to where this guy's going to be picked up in this next draft, it's also got him really just showing his ass and making himself look bad. Now, Diego, when he showed up to the Heisman ceremony, there was already, I guess, like a little viral moment, because he came up with his brothers. Dude showed up. A lot of people just compared it to a Goodfellas scene, just the way they're all walking. Niggas are strutting, going above and beyond to just have that little strut walk to him. It was just a funny looking scene. Now, he doesn't win, and that's one thing, it's hard to, the Heisman it's really just a notable thing if you are a finalist. So it's really not a big thing that he lost, but it's more so how he's acted since he lost. Now, to start things off, this is the first thing I saw. The man makes a public Instagram story where he literally just says, F all the voters. F all the voters, family vibes, trying to just, make it seem like he doesn't care about losing, which, there's nothing wrong with that. That's honestly, it's good that you took it on the chin and weren't, salty, or at least salty in that way, but you show yourself to be salty in other ways because this man, why are you saying F all the voters? Number one. Former Heisman winners are some of the people that vote on this. So why are you disrespecting your own alumni that you were so desperate to be a part of and everything? It's just a bad look to be disrespecting all these college legends like that. Number two, those voters are a lot of people in the media that it's just real stupid. Then on top of that, he wasn't even making a good impression by just showing during the whole media press and everything. When he was talking to somebody, someone comes up, asks him a question, who's better, Lamar or Johnny Manziel? This motherfucker says neither and picks himself. Not the worst thing in the world, I understand that, but still just gives you a good indication that this guy he's not really media trained. No one is really in his ear telling him, maybe you shouldn't say this, or maybe he just knows he doesn't have much of an NFL future. But the real thing that really just drove the hammer home and really just showed that this dude just doesn't fucking get it. He's out partying. He's in New York. He's clubbing. Again, not a bad thing. You deserve to have fun. You're a Heisman finalist. Why are you getting a sign that says "Fuck Indiana" delivered to you by Bottle Girls? What are you trying to prove? What are you trying to gain? How is that going to help you? You're not in the college football playoff. Your team is not going to be relevant in that. What are you trying to do? What are you trying to gain? Is this really the foot forward that you want to show NFL scouts? You are 6 foot. You're not 6'5". You're not a huge guy. You don't have a cannon arm. What do you think your prospects are going into this? And now you're you were not a surefire first overall pick. And now doing this, it's I just don't see, if teams are giving Shedeur Sanders this type of bullshit, I'm not touching this motherfucker with a 5-foot pole. And I just really wish that somebody, and he's a kid, so I wish that kids would be able to understand and get this, but he's clearly just he's not mature enough to really realize that. I don't know if any of his brothers are older than him, but he just doesn't clearly have the guidance to really get him through this. And it's sad, but at the same time, it's what can you do? Because this is just ridiculous. It was ridiculous to do any of that, especially the bottle service thing, especially the F all the voters Instagram post. And we're gonna see going forward if the NFL is really sticking to what they are talking about, if this is all some real shit. Because I'm gonna just say this: if Diego Pavia, after this weekend that he's had, after the way he's shown his ass like this, is able to get drafted anywhere above the 5th round compared to what Shedeur Sanders had to go through, it's gonna really tell me a lot about the NFL and the way they operate. Because this guy just gave you how to ruin your NFL draft stock in one weekend by Diego Pavia. Alrighty, so we're going to stay in the world of college, but instead of just talking about college football, we're going to be talking about just the whole college as a whole. The college, and I'm going to stop using the word college because I feel like I'm going to run it into my brain a little too much. But the school I'm talking about is Michigan. Yes, the University of Michigan. They have recently found themselves in hot water because of their football coach, Sharon Moore, who had some success. He had beaten Ohio State, took over after Jim Harbaugh. He got fired over the weekend after having, some success. They didn't beat Ohio State this year, but they had pretty much, Michigan was doing a lot better than they had been for most of my young life. But he was fired, and it quickly snowballs into a lot of bullshit. This man ended up getting arrested, getting exposed for a lot of other crazy shit he had going on. And it really put a spotlight on Michigan, and it really just exposed a lot of the just bad publicity they've had over the past couple of years, to the point now where looking at Michigan, it's just, there's something going on over there. I don't know what the AD has going on. I don't know what he's allowing, but they've had a lot of issues over these past couple of years that just need to get highlighted. Now, for starters, this is the past 3 years, they've had to let their men's ice hockey coach go because he had fostered a toxic environment, had staff members being verbally assaulted all the time. You had students lying about COVID-19 tracing forms, just shit, shady shit. You've got the men's basketball coach. He's getting suspended for smacking opposing coaches and shit. He's getting fired. Just a lot of shit that was going on over in the men's basketball. Then you've got the football. You've got Jim Harbaugh, who was the former coach, even after they won the national championship. You've got him getting caught up. This is pretty much why he left. They had caught stealing signs and shit. They had got a ban from the school for recruiting violations. It's just a lot of just bad shit going on. Then you add on top of that, you've got the offensive coordinator, the one that they had currently. He had to get fired because he was hacking into students' emails accounts, and mostly women, by the way, and stealing their intimate photos. So that's a very huge red flag. That's fucking sick. And to make things just all the matter worse, you've got this shit going on with Shireen Moore. Now, to start things off with this guy, he's a gooner. He is very, very much a gooner. He cannot keep his dick in his pants. That has been proven. This nigga, after they won the national championship, he was DMing Instagram models, trying to get them to have a foursome with him, just trying to have freaky deaky, nasty encounters with all these IG models. He was already getting caught following them on Instagram. People have been taking note of that, but it was more than that. There was just like a lot of like crazy shit. He was trying to offer season tickets to one of them if they were trying to, throw him some pussy. She said no. I guess apparently they had their own money, and I don't know if that was where it started. Maybe she was the one that put them on blast, but it was not a good look. Now, that was the first thing that I had read and heard. Personally, I don't necessarily think that's a bad. Well, it's immoral. It is a bad thing. He's a married man. He should know better. I don't believe it's right to be cheating on your wife. Period. You married, just be married. But if you're not, do your thing. That is not criminal. That's not really anything to where I think he should be. It wouldn't be worth talking about. I wouldn't even have chose to talk about this. How shit gets crazy is that this man couldn't keep his dick in his pants even while he was at the job because he ends up being exposed, as all this is happening, for having an inappropriate relationship with a staff member. So basically, young blonde girl, she came into the team, she started working for him. He eventually promotes her to his personal assistant, like the one that's right underneath him, always next to him and everything. And this nigga ends up, I guess, starting to have an affair with her. She ends up getting fucking pregnant. So you already have the shit going wrong right there. I don't know if it was after she got pregnant or before, but I'm pretty sure based off what I read, that this was the moment where she was able to go and start telling the school and everything about what was going on herself, because they had been investigating him for a second. They just hadn't been able to find anything. They were already, worrisome, and the guy just, like I said, he can't keep his dick in his pants. And after he was fired, he ended up getting arrested because he had went to her house and was getting into some confrontation with her. This is what's so wild to me about this, that this man literally went from being the head coach of Michigan. You're coaching them in the Ohio State game. That's one of the biggest football games of the year every year, just because of how important it is, how long it's been going. To the picture that you see here on the screen of this man just being arraigned, being in cuffs, and just being fucked up. And it's wild. It's wild how life works. It's wild how these things happen to guys. Listen, man, if there's any lesson to be learned from Shireen Moore, if there's any lesson to be learned from Michigan in general, everything that's happening over there, it's number one, having a strong leader, having a strong identity at the top, someone that is not going to stand for bullshit, is so paramount. Because how do you have every single important program that you have at your school and get caught up in some bullshit like this? That AD needs to be fired. And number two, I just think that this has got to be another lesson to guys, that it doesn't matter how far you get in life, it doesn't matter where you're at in terms of your position. If you can't understand and you can't respect the fact that you need to keep your dick in your pants, especially when it comes to where you work, you are always going to be destined for failure, because this is all easily just avoidable. This man didn't have to do any of this stuff to himself. This is just an example of a man who he has an addiction. He has a problem. He cannot keep it in his pants, and I don't even necessarily think it's funny. I think it's sad. Like, you have a very, very desirable job. Michigan remains one of the top 5 best jobs that any coach is going to want in college football. And he blew it. He fucked up. He's a lolcow now. He's he's a gooner. The man gooned. And yeah, this is a terrible look, but I don't feel sorry for him. I feel sorry for his wife. Okay, sadly, we have more negative news to report. Over the weekend, there were 2 mass shootings, one that happened over at Brown University and another that happened in Australia at a spot called Bondi Beach. Starting off with the shooting that happened in Australia, Bondi Beach was the name of the location once again. 15 people were killed. It was apparently it was a Hanukkah event, so this was an anti-Semitic attack, I should say. It's a graphic video, very sad to watch. From what I was able to see, there were 2 shooters. It's actually just amazing to watch, though. One of them was able to be disarmed by just a guy had a fucking set of balls on him. He just runs up, takes the gun out of the guy's hand. He didn't shoot him. He chose to make that choice to, not put blood on his hands. I don't blame him. He was able to disarm him. Unfortunately, the guy was able to run over to his friend or his shooting assailant, was able to get another gun. They were able to continue to cause more havoc. I think it was definitely over 60 people injured at least, but 15 confirmed dead, and it's just really fucking tragic. The one in Brown University, I believe 2 people were killed, multiple shot. It doesn't matter what continent we're on at this point in this world. We are just at a point now where yes, guns are bad, and I do put a lot of blame on guns, but there's something wrong with us as a people. There's something wrong with us as people where we have sort of gotten to a point where we are desensitized and almost used to and expect that this is just normal. Like I had a first mind when I was first starting to want to talk about this and just really get on here and say, all I can tell y'all is just keep your head on the swivel and just sort of, be ready for the unexpected. That's still true, but it's sad that that's where we're at, where we just have to sort of say that, because I don't really know if we're ever going to get to a point now where we're going to, we opened Pandora's box on a lot of different things, and now where we're at, I don't know if we're going to be able to put shit back. I don't know if we're ever going to get to a point where we can get less guns out there and we can make ourselves safe. I don't know the motivations for either one of these attacks. I know the one in Australia was apparently committed by Islamic extremists, but we just have a lot of sick, angry people and a lot of just vile motherfuckers who are just out here just trying to cause havoc and pain, and it's at a point now where all we can really do is you can't really prevent these things from happening. All you can do is just try to be prepared for them. My thoughts, prayers, and everything else just go out to anybody that was affected by either one of the 2 shootings. I really do wish that we could get to a point where this type of stuff is like from downswing, where people are getting more healed and just more accepting of one another. No religious belief gives you the right to start going around killing anybody. You being sad about anything, you going through any type of stress doesn't give you the right to go ahead around and try to kill a whole bunch of people. And if you are that sad, just take your fucking self out. Because these killings, mass murders are just senseless. And it's just time for them to stop. And it feels like I'm going to be saying that till the day I die, at least 3 or 4 times. Alrighty, everybody. Now's the time that I have to just let you all go. I want to say thank everybody for tuning in, for listening in, whatever platform or streaming service that you're using to listen to us, watch us. I just want to say thank you. We appreciate you. Kinetic Aesthetic is not what it is without you. And on top of that, I just want to tell everybody, make sure you continue to be good people. Make sure you continue to drink a lot of water. Tell your friends and family and your loved ones that you love them. Just continue to be good people. Like I said, this has been Kinetic Aesthetic. This is your boy Germ, and I will get back to you all tomorrow with more.